TIFU by expecting my family to pay for my birthday dinner. Yesterday I turned 18 years old. For the past 6 years, like clockwork, every day on my birthday we'd go to the same place for dinner. And I'd always get the same thing. For those who are a bit confused, I have extreme OCD and high-functioning autism, which means I'm very well regulated and like things to stay the same way that they always have been. Back to the story. Every year on my birthday we go to Applebee's. The first thing I would get is the steak and shrimp parmesan with a side of loaded mashed potatoes and cheesy steamed broccoli, hate me or not, with a side of mozzarella sticks. In total it's around $30, a bit expensive, I know. I couldn't really tell something was off until a bit later, because when me, my mother, my stepfather, and my older brother sat down, they didn't really say anything. I was confused at first and started tapping my fingers on one another like I always do. The conversation went a little bit like this. Not an exact replica. Mother. Well, I was rather confused. Well, Mother, aren't you gonna call the waiter over? This gave me extreme anxiety. I have extreme issues with speaking with people, and I tend to stutter and get very scared, if that's the right word. I asked her if she could do it, and she does it in a huff. My dad and brother staring nonchalantly. As she calls the waiter over, the alarm bells are ringing in my head. This is never how it went before. As the waiter gets to the table, he asks everyone what they want and everyone's orders. As he gets to me, my mother stops him and tells him, "Separate bill." This is when my heart began beating very fast. I don't know a job. All the money I get is from our neighbors raking leaves. I just kind of freeze. I don't really say anything, and I get a really bad stomachache from the anxiety. This is where I am conflicted on whether I am the asshole or not. My mother would explain at the table that now that I am 18 I should be able to pay for my own things. I was already feeling nauseous from the situation, so I just said I don't have the money. My mom kinda huffs and shoos the waiter away. This soured the dinner party. However, my mom also paid for my 23-year-old brother. My family were calling me an entitled little a-hole the whole ride home. When I got home I just ran to my room and cried. They've been ignoring me the whole day. I may be bad at social cues, but my family has never acted like this before. I mean never. They've been treating me horrible the whole day. I feel very angry and upset at my family. If I would have been warned, I would have saved my raking money. I also don't mean this to be a validation post. I have all the information you have. I'm just very confused, and I am terrible with social cues. Asperger's, am I right? My family gets a little tight on money. I guess I really should have asked before I assumed they were gonna pay it for me. But I missed out on my birthday dinner because I wasn't mature enough to bring my own money. I'm just gonna rake leaves for a couple weeks to order it from takeout. Edit 1. Before you start attacking my family, this could totally just be me missing some social cue or something. I'm very terrible at picking up hints. Edit 2. I understand what my parents was horrible, but I can't claim I didn't do anything wrong when there was nothing wrong beforehand. I've cried about it and tried speaking with them, but they don't want to talk to me. I don't know what I did. For everyone concerned about me, I am fine, thank everyone for the birthday wishes. Edit 3. Also everyone. I'm high-functioning autistic. It's a bit difficult to pick up on social cues, and besides the anxiety, I'm fine. I'm gonna have a sit down with my parents tomorrow and talk things over. This post kinda painted them as monsters. But I was a very tough kid. Everyone's saying to leave and call the state, etc. A psychologist deemed me perfectly capable of being independent if I could work on my anxiety. My parents have been loving, but I could be a troublemaker sometimes. Last post edit. I also don't want to do a 12 update thing. So when I figure out what's going on and if I get answers, I'll post it on a mini post on my own. account. No need to flood our TIFU. Also, thank you for all the requests to send money and gift cards, but this isn't that type of post. TLDR. Family brings me to traditional birthday dinner. Expects me to pay for my own food, not knowing I don't have any money. This is not how healthy parents do this. If they are trying to get you to be independent, they should have told you before going out that you would be paying for anything that you order. Not at the table and not on your birthday. Happy 18th birthday. Sorry to hear it wasn't as good as it should have been. That's not okay at all. It's your birthday. Why wouldn't your family pay to take you out? I'm 36 and my parents still pay for my birthday dinner if we go out. Your parents know your financial situation, and turning 18 doesn't mean you magically have money. Edit 1. Before you start attacking my family, this could totally just be me missing some social cue or something. I'm very terrible at picking up hints. No, you didn't. They're assholes. No, you're completely right. Why they would take you, a teenager, out for a birthday dinner and proceed to pay for everyone, but you would confuse me as well. Sorry you had to go through that. People don't understand social anxiety. In general, they tend to view you as stuck up and don't understand the reality of it. Keep your head up. Well, that's probably the saddest, also dumbest thing I've read. Op. Message me. I have an Applebee's gift card to send you. I'm not a fan and it's just chilling in a drawer here. That does not sound like family. If you were my child, I would pay for every birthday dinner of yours until I died. I'm so sad and sorry for you. Please connect with some local help. Local resources for people with autism if there are any. So there aren't any social cues here that you would have missed. This is a situation where verbal communication about a change of the norm should have happened before the event. You didn't miss anything. This should have been discussed. This would have been rude and an awkward situation for anyone regardless of social ineptitude. IDK why they chose not to communicate to you that you'd be paying, but I think that's the question you need to ask them when you're ready to move forward. I remember when my family did this to me. We were at Outback though. I ended up coming the next day and paying for it because my CC was denied. This is the same family that when I got home from work on my 18th birthday, there was a note saying, "I don't live there anymore. That my new address was X. And the deposit and first month's rent has been paid." They put down the dates that I need to pay back those monies by too. The bad part, my parents were making a huge amount of money and could have afforded to not force me to pay them back. Shit, I'm 41 and my mom still offers to treat me B-day dinner. It's common courtesy. This was a very mean thing to do to an 18-year-old. So did you not get dinner then? Did everyone else eat their food in front of you and you had nothing? Not only cruel but weird. NTA. But curious. How long has your stepfather been around? Is you older brother your bio brother or stepbrother? That can change the dynamics a bit as to why they turned on you. I'm 30 and my parents still foot the bill for my birthday lunch. Never asked them for anything since I graduated college. And it's something they've offered. All families are different, but I buy my dad dinner on his birthday. Ditto for mom and sister. It's something we've always done. You weren't wrong. I'm just guessing, but I think your family wants you to either help with the financial situation at home or move out. This is the only thing that makes sense with the way they handled everything that you described. Does your mom get any assistance with you being diagnosed as you are? I know some do. Others don't. If she does, she should be using that money on your expenses. If not, now that you're 18, She might try to get some without letting you know, thus getting money from you and the government. If they're always talking about money, this is very likely. Not wanting to talk to you about the situation just makes it seem like they knew what was going to happen and planned to act exactly like they did. They had to know what was going to happen before they took you there. I'm betting she was hoping you were going to call the waiter over so they could have acted like you were the one that was going to pay. Your mom sounds like a nightmare. I am so sorry. Your mother is mad that your Social Security money is no longer hers to control. This is abusive. She is greedy. She was likely using your Social Security for her spending money. This isn't healthy behavior. They invited you and you'd expect they pay. A parent would tell you beforehand if you needed to pay. A lot of parents pay no matter your age. What I find disturbing is that they paid for your brother, not you. Criticized you in the car and upset you on your birthday, and you've ended up blaming yourself. Is this a pattern in your house? Do you get uneven treatment or blamed for things? Is it always about you or your condition? If so, there is something unhealthy in your family. Can you please talk to a psychologist about this? Hope you have a better time next year. Two separate but related thoughts. First, the birthday person usually doesn't pay for their own meal. The meal is usually the gift or the treat for the birthday person. Second, do you have a job? Ability to pay isn't based on age. It's based on whether you have money. So there's nothing really special between being 18 and the day before if you still have no job and no allowance. Turning 18 doesn't mean you magically have money in your pocket. If you were to pay, they should have told you that prior to leaving the house. Heck, they should have been talking about it long before your birthday. And typically, the birthday person doesn't pay. You're treated by family or friends. Since this was a regular birthday event, how would you know you were supposed to pay if they hadn't told you?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.